You've just spent a couple of hours perfecting the graphic and promo blurb for your next podcast episode, but could your time have been better spent? I'm Louise Poole.
And I'm Andy Leroy, and we're giving you the insights that elevate you as an expert in your field.
Elevating experts.
I know this feeling all too well. We've got an episode in the can and we need to make something visual to catch our audience's eye.
And when you're the podcast host, editor and promoter, you can lose a lot of time switching hats and using skills that a larger company would be able to pay somebody else to do.
Take Jerry as an example. Jerry hosts a gardening podcast and speaks to a range of interesting guests every fortnight.
They source the talent, interview them and cut the interview together for their show, and once that's all done, Jerry creates a graphic to publish and promote their program.
And how does Jerry promote their show, Andy?
Well, Louise, Jerry has a mailing list of subscribers to the program, and they send the alerts to them and post a link to the new episode on Facebook.
So hang on, how many people are on Jerry's email list?
Jerry is proud to report they have 227 email addresses they contact every fortnight and 100-odd Facebook followers.
So out of those 227 emails, how many people actually hit play on Jerry's episodes?
Well, data available from Campaign Monitor suggests the average open rate for messages sent to subscribers is around about 18%.
Right, so Jerry's efforts are netting them about 40 listens then?
Well, not exactly. The data goes on to say the average click-through rate is estimated to be around 2.6%.
That's only about 6 listens for Jerry's episode from their email strategy.
And if we take a look at average click-through rates for Facebook ads, that's about 0.9%.
That's for paid advertising, but Jerry had about 100 followers though, didn't they?
Yes, but even if we use a generous figure of 20% click-through from their Facebook followers, that only adds another 20 listeners for the episode.
So that 2 hours spent on the graphic and promotional blurb is starting to feel a little bit unnecessary. This is why it's so important to understand what's happening behind the data that's available to you.
Yeah, so let's run through a few things Jerry can do to make better use of their resources, including the all-important time factor.
If Jerry isn't already doing this, then they need to start doing this right now. You know what I'm going to suggest, Andy.
Make a template for the podcast graphic.
Bingo! See, while it's lovely to have a graphic for each episode that reinforces this theme, it's going to be a lot quicker for Jerry to make a good graphic for their show that can be slightly altered with details of each new episode.
And now that Jerry can churn out an episode graphic in a quarter of the time, they've got more time to think about how to grow their audience.
Just like the fertiliser their listeners will be using on their garden, Jerry needs to think about some organic means of growing their listenership.
I see what you did there. Now, paid advertising is all good and well, but time and again, what comes out as the best recommendation for anything you're trying to sell?
Word of mouth.
Correct. People trust referrals made by someone they know. And what's a group of people who know each other also known as?
A community, which is why Jerry needs to start engaging on social media to create an organic following. But be warned, people can spot a fake a mile away.
So it's really important Jerry starts finding ways to increase their reach with regular, genuine interaction.
I feel like Jerry's road isn't a particularly hard one. So let's recap on some simple tips that they can use to get things going.
First up, have a look at whatever data is available to you and analyse what's going on behind the scenes.
Create some shortcuts for yourself to make sure you can put your energy into growing your audience instead of promoting it to the same people every time.
Think about how different social media platforms might be able to boost your following.
And make sure you're talking to your audience, not at them.
Genuine engagement is key.
If you've had some success in this area, let us know.
We can also give you a hand with one of our tailored solutions, so get in touch.
Next time on Elevating Experts, we'll delve deeper into understanding your brand voice.
Elevating Experts with Welcome Change Media, giving you the insights that elevate you as an expert in your field. Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays.
Check our show notes and website for more information on today's topic.
Hit subscribe and share with your friends and colleagues so we can all rise together.
For a tailored solution to help with your branding goals, contact us today via welcomechangemedia.com.au.
Elevating Experts is a Welcome Change Media production.